Guys, welcome back. I've been requested to do how to beat the rogue mage in 2 versus 2, so I'm gonna show it right now. I'm playing with a discipline priest though, so I want to say that first. It's gonna be easier compared to any other healer. Yeah, the priest can be able to, death, blind, death, polymorph, dispel the mage with me because that's gonna be our main target. Mass dispel as well, mind games for good offensive pressure. I don't know too many paladins to be honest, so I have a priest, that's good enough, right? So this is the talents. We're gonna play with Forceful Wind, Storm Flurry, Earth Shield, Elemental Assault, Nature's Guardian. We play that in 2s versus a Rogue Mage because they don't have a priest. If it were B3-3, I would have played Fair Lunge for sure. I'm scared of mind games. Sundering Ascendants, and then I play Grounding, Shamanism, Swelling Waves. And people might ask, why Shamanism? Because there's a lot of games where the mage tried to steal your bloodlust for himself, and they might waste 2 or 3 globals doing that. So you get through 2 or 3 more globals, on the mage then. More damage, more pressure. And these are the conduits. We're gonna play Draven. This is the route I played that game. If I were to tryhard, I would probably not play this route, and I would play this. When you stand still for 4 seconds, you get 10% more stamina and 4% more healing. It's super good. Especially in 3s, versus Rogue Mage. It's nuts. But I played this instead. When you kick, you get more crit. So Bloodlust Traced. When you pop Bloodlust, you get freedom, or you dispel your roots. You get this, Wind Fury, and some self-healing, and some HP when you pop your Earth Elemental. Because most of the games, they're gonna open up on me. I want to play as defensive as possible, so I'm gonna use Spirit Wolf in the beginning. I'm gonna use my Earth Elemental in the beginning as well. Spirit Wolves I used to get my Maelstrom stacks up, and Earth Elemental gives me more HP. Yes, I play BM as well because it's insane versus Rogue Mage. You can pre-BM their goes, or maybe just use it if you don't have any Maelstrom to heal or whatever. But I'm gonna show you guys the gameplay now, right? There we go. So we're gonna go on the mage. We're doing that. We're gonna go on the mage. That's our main plan. The priest is gonna help me with offensive purges, and we're gonna try to kill him in less than 2 minutes probably. After that, it's gonna be a rough time, for your team, especially if you use your trinkets. So usually they go on me, but this time they're gonna open up on the priest. It's really weird. The priest doesn't even have to use a trinket right now, so he's fine. He domes and heals himself up. I'm getting zapped again. I don't want to use my trinket unless I have to. And the priest asked me, "Do you want to go on the mage?" I say yes, and he says, "Okay, let me pre-dispel." So he pre-dispelled a few of his shields there. The mage is gonna reapply it anyways now. But first it's gonna DB me. It's gonna be a bit of, cat and mouse game all the time versus this comp. Night phase away, uses portal. I realized it too late, so I'm changing direction, going towards him. The rogue stuns me. Like, this is one of the biggest mistakes ever. I didn't even have any pressure, and yet he stunned me. So I'm getting tired of this. I'm popping Bloodlust to get some freedom. Chasing the mage. I get PI from the priest, and we just do big damn right now. The priest used mind games there, forced block, and then mass dispel the mage. The problem with rogue mage though is always gonna be like this. The rogue is gonna save duel for your go. So whenever the mage needs help, it's gonna duel you. So the mage, he's in a seed, but he gets back, and that's gonna be annoying. The mage pop everything now, and this is the important part, right? He asks me, "Are you fine? Are you fine?" I say yes. I have wall up. I used 1 heal. I have Swelling Waves, so another one is coming in soon. I still have BM, but the rogue blinds the priest, as you see here. So he's like, fuck it. I'm gonna trinket it, and we're gonna kill him directly. So what happens is, he trinkets, he heals himself up. I lock in the polymorph over here, and we're gonna start chasing the guy again. He's just altered time. I'm getting it insta, which is super nice. He can't port back. And getting stunned here again on the polymorph as well. It's super weird, and we're gonna kill the mage in a few seconds. So it's basically a game of offensive pressure with our purges and stuff. It's gonna be a bit different if you play with a holy paladin. You can of course kill a mage, but I mean 2 hodges and the rogue is probably dead. Especially if you hex the mage as well, and that goes. So that's the first game. And then we have a second one over here. So this is a different rogue mage as well, right? We go in. I kind of don't want to stack on the priest too close, you know, because I don't want to get double BDB. But we're going to get it anyway. It's the strangest thing ever. I never thought it had so big range. So the rogue opens up on top of me. I'm watching the mage see this right now. Even though the rogue uses Shadow Blue Blades, I don't think he can one-shot me with this thing up, right? I have 50k HP. He pops Combustion, I insta-trinket, I'm gonna use Wall. The mages now blinks in, so one of his blinks is gone. I'm gonna shock his polymorph, and it's now our turn to do damage. Usually I just try to get some purges off here. I think I got one off, and now we're gonna pop some damage. So my damage rotation is, I'm gonna use Wind Fury, I'm gonna use my Bloodlust macro, which is Racial and Trinket as well. I'm gonna Sunder the mage here. We're gonna pop Ascendance. We're popping Chain Harvest as well. We insta-proc the guy. The priest is gonna get the MD off here. Perfect. Now we're a bit unlucky. The mage survives at 1% HP. The rogue duels me again. We have to wait out for a bit now. I still know where the mage is, so I'm moving towards him. I'm a bit surprised because I can't see where he is. It's a Night Elf mage, so he is Shadow Meld. But the priest saw where he went, so he's gonna go there. The priest gets blinded. But we know that we have proc the mage. He has no block. So how can he survive? He had 1% HP. So we're just gonna purge him and end the game right now. So I'm stunned. He's gonna trinket it. Gonna hold an over something out, I think. Yes, he got the mage. He has 800 HP. We're just gonna try to spam purge the mage now. See if we can get some stuff off, you know. I frost shocked the mage so he cannot run away. He pressed all the time. I kicked the shifting powers, and now we're just spam purging again. So he's gonna die. There's no way for him to survive this. I have a Sundering. I used it on him, incapitated him, and he's dead. So this is how it is to play with a priest. You know, you have a lot of offensive pressure. It's very nice. I recommend you playing with a priest. It can be a bit difficult versus warriors, perhaps, or you know, DKs and such. But if you play it out, if you play well, I mean, like, you can definitely get 2.4, 2.5, maybe 2.6 even, I don't know. But yeah, this is how we beat Rogue Mage. Rule number 1, for me at least, I always go the mage. Rule number 2, you need to purge the mage. You need to be ready to react when he uses his CDs, and you need to know when the rogue uses their CDs as well. You need to, if you're in voice with the priest, you know, you should ask him, do you want me to kick this, or do you want to def the polymorph? It's usually the healer that decides that. Always communication is, you know, the key to getting some rating. And yeah, don't do any like unnecessary mistakes with your own CDs or stuff like that. Don't waste your CDs. Don't waste BM. I know it's hard. You learn, but you learn by your mistakes, right? Play the game and, you know, practice a bit. Yeah, but this is the video. Please tell me what you think about it. I have some ideas about... I have a few downloaded VODs from when we pushed 3.1. So if you want, I could probably try to review them for you guys as well and explain what we do as a disc turbo towards other teams. Turbos, you know, Frost DK's Rets, God Comps, Rogue Mage. So we have a few good matches above 3k that we can review actually. Thanks for me, and you can find me at twitch.tv/donspute. You could either ask me questions there or post them here under the YouTube video. Thank you. Bye.